Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Angel Storm. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm also the founder of Ashes to Beauty Ministries. Forgot to say that in the beginning. Today I'm talking about how will the narcissist react if he finds out that I'm seeing someone new, or if he sees me out with somebody new after we break up or after we get divorced. And I'm answering this question, came through my Quora feed, and I thought it was a great question and I wanted to do a video on it to kind of get this out there. So there's not really one way that a narcissist will react. It depends on the narcissist. It depends on the length of time that you were with a narcissist. It depends on who broke up with whom. And all of that is going to come into play here when we're talking about this situation, but I do kind of want to run through some scenarios with you. If you have left the narcissist, first of all, go check out my video, how the narcissist is going to react if you leave. That video is going to help you a lot with understanding typical reactions of a narcissist when the supply, so you, the person who is not the narcissist, is leaving the narcissist, and what to expect when you're trying to separate from them. That's going to help you kind of get an idea for those kind of behaviors and tactics. This question specifically though came to me as like, we've been separated for like 4 months and he just saw me like out with somebody. I didn't realize that we were going to bump into each other on that day. He just saw me. What can I expect? Will he react at all? Will he do anything or not? And so this is going to again, there's multiple scenarios. I can't cover them all, but I want to kind of run through a few things that first came to my mind. First of all, either the narcissist will try reaching out to you, and this can be done either directly or subtly. There will be something that has to happen for you to reach out to him. And you might think there's no thing that I would ever do, you know, to reach out to him. But again, narcissists are very manipulative, so there may well be a reason why you need to reach out to him, why you need to communicate with him. For example, it could be something like maybe you were married and you're divorced now. Maybe you have very limited contact and you just do the exchanges for the kids, but now something is going to happen where you're going to need to send him an email. You're going to need to set up a meeting with the counselor that you guys see to communicate through, or whatever. There's going to be something done where it's going to require your attention and your focus is going to have to shift to him. That's absolutely an easy thing for the narcissist to do, to kind of become come back up on your radar again. The other thing that could happen is that a narcissist may very well have another supply already and start posting lots of photos of this person and them together, so that it somehow shows up in your feed. Even if you don't follow him, you've blocked him, you've done all of this stuff, but so-and-so was going to see it and come back and tell you like, hey, did you see that, you know, your ex or whatever was with this other person and they were having this amazing vacation, or they're engaged, or whatever. I mean, something else is going to happen where he is going to find a way for you to find out about his awesome new life and the way that he is living it, and hopefully that makes you, you know, think about, oh, I wonder if I should have left him or whatever. He's hoping that he still has emotional control over you. And again, I've talked a lot about this, but you need to break the soul tie, because even if you're not in the physical together, you're not physically in the same space, there is still a connection there in the spirit. And if you don't break that correctly and completely, these kinds of things are really going to destroy you internally. You know, you're going to allow your emotions and your thoughts to rule your life, and it won't lead you into a productive place. Another thing that could happen is that the narcissist could start doing a smear campaign, like behind your back. Like all of a sudden, you'll start hearing that he's talking about things that you did when you were in a relationship together, or that he's certain that you're doing the same thing to this guy that you did to him. And of course, all of this is complete lies, but you'll notice a resurgence in a smear campaign. That's another thing that could happen when the narcissist sees you or finds out that you are with a new person. Two more possible scenarios that I want to cover. First of all is that the narcissist will actually reach out to the new person in your life and try to get that person on his side, so he can either, again, spread lies about you to that person, or just try to manipulate him into befriending that guy, the new person in your life. I mean, there's just all kinds of things that he could do to directly try to break you two up or to split you apart, so that, again, there is room for him to try to come back into that picture. And even if it's not like in a romantic way, he just wants to have complete control over what you do, over your emotions, over your time. Again, this is all about control for the narcissist. This isn't an actual like, no, I still love you, I still want to be with you, like I want to work things out. It's not that. It's just that he wants control over it. And again, narcissists don't view people as sovereign entities. So they do not view you as like your own individual. They view you as property to them, something that belongs to them, something that should supply them with energy, something that should feed their ego, something that should provide them a certain level of social standing. And so if you are viewed that way, you should realize and recognize why they would try to break you two up. It's not because he wants to get back together or he's changed or done anything like this. It's because he views you as property and he wants to take control over what he views as his. And so that's it. And kind of the last scenario that I want to talk about now is that there could be a smear campaign, but done towards the new person in your life. So you know, the narcissist could start saying that when he ran into you, again, I'm answering this Cora question, but when he bumped into you, he noticed that the guy wasn't, you know, for example, nice to if you have a child with you, or he seemed to be verbally abusive towards you, or it seemed that you weren't happy, and it seemed that there was some tension between you, and he can start a smear campaign against the other person, the new person in your life. Again, there are so many different types of scenarios, and it depends on your current relationship with a narcissist. Like if you don't have children together, if you were never married and he's kind of out of your life, like who cares what he is saying? Just move on with your life and be happy. And I want to say that is true for any scenario. However, if there are other, if one of those other things fits you, like for example, you have children with a narcissist, or and you have a co-parenting plan in place with a narcissist, or if there's a reason that you have to see the narcissist, maybe you were divorced, you don't have kids, but maybe you own a business or something like that together still, you need to use wisdom in responding to the narcissist and anticipating what it is that they're going to come to you with. Again, I talk a lot about making predetermined choices and how these can serve you in every area of your life, and this is definitely one of them. If you have a predetermined choice about how you're going to handle the situation, when the narcissist finds out about your new relationship and how he's going to react, if you have kind of a plan in place, you can figure out the details if and when something actually does happen. But if you have that plan in place, it's going to take a lot of stress and a lot of pressure off of that new relationship that you're trying to build, that you're trying to form and nurture, right? And doing so is really going to, and having this in place is also going to give that new relationship the best chance that it has to become into something lasting. And that's really what you're after here, is a stable life. And so being aware of the fact that the narcissist could very well react when he finds out that you're with somebody new, and having those kinds of steps in place, that things that you want to take if this does come up, can again alleviate a lot of that pressure, and it can kind of just create space for you to develop that relationship with the new person in your life. So I hope this video has kind of helped you maybe navigate some of the questions that you have about how the narcissist will react if he sees you or finds out that you're with somebody new now that you have broken up or divorced the narcissist, and how he will react. And I really hope that this has given you something to think about too, in terms of your own predetermined choices and how you're going to respond should something like this come up. And better yet, if you can discuss this with the new person in your life and have them prepared in advance. Like if this new person in your life is somebody who can you can really trust and open up to, depending on how long you've been with them and how well you know them and all of that. But if you can prepare them so that you have a support system in that new partner that you found, that will be even better for you handling any scenario that might pop up with the old narcissist. So again, I hope this video helped you. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel below and turn on the bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video. I'm Dr. Angel Storm, and I'll see you next week.